Sometimes you get it right. Sometimes you get the opposite of that, which would be wrong. I didn't think Tua would hold, and I thought he would be here to try to drive himself to have the best season he could to parlay that into an awesome next year. But I was very wrong. And I'm not, I guess I am a superstitious guy, but I'm not a superstitious guy. I'm stupidstitious. Just woke up, get this thing out of here. My son, if you remember, I've had this thing since I started doing this gig. I loved it. My Dolphins cup, orange mug, was back there yesterday. Son broke it last night. I'm like, man, is this a nil omen? Saw Poya's ridiculous comment yesterday. Didn't want to cover it. Want to be happy before we kick this thing off. Saw the little bit of the PUP for Long and OBJ, and I didn't want to get into that right away. I wanted to be positive. But I'm here to do fair coverage. So here we go. We got OBJ. We're not sure when he's coming back, and that's going to cause a little instability as he gets to know the offense. He gets to know Tua. Tua is not going to be involved in the 11-11s. Barry Jackson at this point, Tua sitting out of the 11-11s is all he can realistically do to put pressure on Dolphins without getting fined. Dolphins will allow that. McDaniel explained where they stand. He said this is a fluid situation. It's about a contract. But the 11-on-11s is really where you start gelling as a unit. And how far will this go? If he's not doing 11-on-11s, he's going to be ready for the scrimmage. And if he's not ready for the scrimmage, is he going to be ready for preseason? And we heard, too, Teron Armstead, he's going to be available some days. Some days going to be light work and some days no work. There's going to be a little instability there. I'm not too worried about Teron. He can fit in, but still, you want him there. But Tua is sitting out of the 11-on-11s is a real stance. And I think if he's doing that, he is serious about getting the money that he wants. And so this could be a protracted issue. We've heard that they're close, they're making headway, and then we heard where they're not close. I don't know. I think athletes first is driving the love, Holden, and then the Tua Holden as well. But this is not, we need, this team, in order to get where they got to go, they've got to get every win possible. You're going to install a new defense. You're not going to have Chubb and Phillips. OBJ is we don't know. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. I don't know. But he's not there. Tua's missing the 11-on-11s. And he's got to get used to Jonnu Smith as well, which is critical. And Jacksonville, I think we could beat them, but don't snooze on them. And then, you've got a couple tough games after that. We've got to go 3-1 over those first 4 games because it does get harder. Injuries start coming. You're playing tougher teams on the road in bad weather. I don't like this. It's not the end of the world. It could be resolved today, tomorrow, but this is not optimal, guys. I got it wrong. I wonder if the broken cup was telling me something. So sad. I missed that thing now. I don't know where I'm going to find that thing again. So that's where we're at, guys. I wouldn't be mad at Tua. Tua needs to do what he needs to do. Dolphins have no problem shaking players down, as Omar Kelly says, to get their money when they're not doing their thing. It's fair for players to do this. It's a business. I don't hold a grudge against Tua. I don't really understand what Chris Grier is about as far as with Tua because you've built everything. You've spent all this money to build around his skill set as if he is a top player, but then you don't want to pay. So here we are. Let's hope it ends soon. You got about a week or 2 before it starts getting really, detrimental to this season. So that's the whole deal, guys. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's hopefully something gets worked out. Maybe Tua, when it starts coming to the things where he's going to get fined, he's like, all right, I'm going to come in. Because he's only making, $15 million this year. So only 15. Give me 10%. Give me 1% of that. But you know what I mean. Still getting even if you're making 50 and then the taxes hit and then you're getting whatever, $50, $1,000 a day, whatever the deal is, it does sting a little bit. So let's hope it ends soon. We need him to get in. And this offense has to be on point to drive things so this defense can kind of find its way, build itself up, and then start really contributing in a meaningful way. And timing is very difficult on offense. It's much harder to get that offense going than it is the defense. So let's hope we have a good day of practice and get some great news. No more whammies. Give a moment of silence for this beautiful mug. Be well. Go Fins. Curtis out. Start building your own online sportsbook today by getting signed up with aceperhead.com service that'll allow you to book action on sports from all around the world.